If you want to know more about Jesus, I want to show you something amazing. This is Isaiah chapter 43, verse 14. Thus saith the Lord, your Redeemer. I want you to pay special attention. Thus saith the Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. For your sake I have sent to Babylon and have brought down all their nobles and the Chaldeans whose cry is in their ships. I am the Lord, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King. He says a whole lot about himself right there. I'm going to show you something about the Holy One of Israel. In Acts chapter 2, Peter is preaching the gospel in Jerusalem for the first time. He quotes David from Psalm 16. He says, For David speaketh concerning him, I foresaw the Lord always before my face. For he is on my right hand, that I should not be moved. Therefore did my heart rejoice, and my tongue was glad. Moreover, also my flesh shall rest in hope. Because thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. Who was David talking about? Himself? Thou hast made known to me the ways of life. Thou shalt make me full of joy with thy countenance. Peter explains, Men and brethren, let me freely speak unto you of the patriarch David, that he is both dead and buried, and his sepulchre is with us unto this day. Therefore, being a prophet, and knowing that God had sworn with an oath to him that of the fruit of his loins, according to the flesh, he would raise up Christ to sit on his throne. He, seeing this before, spake of the resurrection of Christ. David was not talking about his own flesh, he was talking about the Holy One of Israel. He, seeing this before, spake of the resurrection of Christ, that his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh did see corruption. Wait a second, did you catch that? David said in Psalm 16, Neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. Peter says he was talking about Jesus, that his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh did see corruption. The Holy One of Israel, therefore, and undeniably, is the flesh of Jesus Christ, apart from his soul. His soul went to hell. How do I know? 1 Peter 3, For Christ also hath once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit, by which also he went and preached unto spirits in prison. Spirits in prison. He went to preach to the angels who fell in the days of Noah, got wrapped in chains and thrown into hell. How do I know? By which also he went and preached unto the spirits in prison, which sometime were disobedient when once the long-suffering of God waited in the days of Noah. You see that? While the ark was a-preparing, wherein few, that is 8 souls, were saved by water. The like figure whereunto even baptism doth also now save us. Well, that clears up that part too, huh? Saved by the water. Who would have thought? Well, it's written down. The flood kills the wicked, just like water baptism kills the flesh. You die with Christ and rise with him, a new creation. Anyway, the soul of Jesus went to hell to preach to the angels that fell in the days of Noah. Those disobedient spirits, not souls, spirits, angels from heaven. His flesh sat in the tomb and didn't rot at all, because his flesh is the Holy One of Israel. And when Jesus rose from the death, his soul entered back into his flesh, and after walking around for 40 days and showing himself to the apostles, at which point Thomas, who doubted, was forced to fall to his knees and proclaim, My Lord and my God, the Holy One of Israel. I'm telling you folks, the one who was talking in Isaiah 43 at the beginning of this video. For David is not ascended into the heavens, but he saith himself, The Lord said unto my Lord, Sit thou on my right hand until I make thy foes thy footstool. Too many people do not understand at all that Jesus is God himself manifest in the flesh, ascended back into heaven. The flesh of Jesus from the earth, the Holy One of Israel, is the door for the believers to enter in by when they die. To rest in their beds. That's our Sabbath, folks, if we belong to Christ. Now we labor, then we rest. I will burden you with no other thoughts, no other complications. I just read you something specific. I want you to go read it for yourself and pray about it. See what it means. There's much more to this than just those few verses that I read to you. Why don't you do a whole word search on the Holy One of Israel and see what he says about himself, and then see what his apostles said about him. He is God Almighty.